What's going on, Aquarius gentlemen? This is Craft and Conjure from Aquarius Moon Tarot. If you're new here, I like to read Oracle, Lenormand, so forth and so on. So please take a moment to click subscribe and join the family. Returning subscribers, how you been? Today we're going to be covering Aquarius single men. This will connect with Sun, Moon, and Rising. Now let's get into this. I'm going to be honest with you. You have some death energy in your midst. But this death energy is going to be so good for you. It's going to be something you need. And how you're going to get through that death energy is actually with the Angel of Silence. But I figured I would mention the death energy first, just so we all know where we're going. Okay? The Angel of Silence isn't so much just about being quiet and just listening. It's about being quiet within your soul. Because when you're quiet, you can feel those tremors. You can feel where those not so good emotional vibrations come from. What thought makes those emotional vibrations come forth. And then you can allow that to be purged during the death process. For a lot of you, there's a couple things that you're struggling to get rid of. But I really wouldn't worry, because when you silence your soul and really sit down and allow it to come to surface, it's going to be easier to purge than if you didn't silence your soul. How you can do that: meditation, walks, soft relaxing music, read a book, anything that really calms you and puts you in a zone where you can pretty much feel your own energy vibrating. Okay. Now also, this death energy, I sense for a few, is actually going to take about this death process. For a few might be ego death, but for the majority it's pretty much just a cycle ending. And it's really gonna, it's going to be going pretty much throughout the winter time. But it's not going to be day in, day out, constant crap. It's gonna come in waves. So when it comes, just embrace it, because when that does pass, you're gonna actually have the wisdom of the Angel of Silence. Think of this: to know, to dare, to will, to be of silence. And that's going to lead you directly into the One of Water, or the Ace of Cups, which is about emotional new beginnings, which I am picking up will be connecting and resonating with love. But we're going to jump into the Under the Rose to confirm that. It is new beginnings, though. It is new emotional starts, emotional connections. I will say yes with the opposite sex because of the chalice and anything. So after this death process, you're going to be sitting pretty around springtime. Might be a little rough around the edges and might have to meditate just a bit to go ahead and fine-tune the process. But for the most part, combining the Angel of Silence and the understanding that you'll gain through this death cycle will benefit you in ways that you never thought possible around spring of 2020. Alright? So that's the energy that we're rolling with out of the gate. We have the Angel of Silence. Remember, be silent within your soul and allow those tremors to rise up so you can see which ones cause what emotional blockages or emotional pain, so forth and so on, and purge those. That will also open you up to new energies and new currents. Think of it like this: a beautiful garden that you till. And the more you till, the more flowers you plant, and by springtime, everybody loves your garden. Alright? But remember, that death cycle has to happen. But it can be a beautiful one as well, because there's something very beautiful about resting in the current of the dark time of the year. I just like to call it that. Winter time. Many people call it that. But new emotional beginnings are on the way. And also what I'm picking up by the beauty of the dagger, the ritual of Thame, that you're going to have a lot to bring to the table in spring of 2020. You're going to be very, very, very connected to your masculine energy, if you would like to call it the divine masculine, so forth and so on. You might even connect with a few soulmate tribes. So if you do, awesome. The woman or women that you will be meeting will be very elegant as well as on point. And I picked that up by looking at the chalice. It is a very elegant, very beautiful chalice. And it is also very, very, very lunar in essence. So a few of you will be meeting some very emotionally deep women. But let's hop into the end of the rose to confirm that, shall we? See what we got going on for my brothers. Spirits, gods, goddesses, angels of love. What do we have? Spirits, gods, goddesses, angels of love. What do we have for the Aquarius gentleman? 10, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Make it be good, Spirit, please, please. Okay, I'm gonna go with this two ways. An interpretation that I got during the meditation and the aha, and one that kind of goes with it. Okay, out the break we have the whip. Now, this card can be quite the kinky card, I guess, but at the same time, it can be it could be the sign of an emotionally abusive relationship, so forth and so on. The whip isn't always a good thing. For a few of you, you can expect someone to come back from the past that was in a relationship that you weren't fond of with you. You know, it was one-sided, and they always had a way to beat you down if you didn't adhere to what they thought a man should be. For the other half of you, well, let's just say that she's going to teach you some things. A lot of things. Do I really have to say that, universe? Holy Spirit. She will teach you things that make your toes curl. The opposite way. Okay. Ten. She has the one coming into your life, or the ones coming into your life, have really been spending time writing down, documenting what made them tick as human beings. So it's just kind of like a heads up when they come into your life. They're going to be emotionally balanced. And I'm sensing for a lot of you gentlemen, you love the more analytical woman. So I am picking up on that energy, a very calm, methodical, cerebral energy. So for my brothers, for the gentlemen that are more inclined to go for the logical woman, there's going to be quite a few in your vicinity. But also, beneath that logic is a well of deep, beautiful emotions. So I just wanted to point that out, that she's not just going to be logical. There are things that utterly will make her break down and cry tears of joy. I'm sensing she likes events, things that you two can do together. Like, she'll love going out to eat, but if you take her for a picnic and a night on the town, like some of the historical events of your city or state, so forth and so on, she will like cherish that forever. You know, she will utterly cherish that. Yeah. She's a very classy woman. For a few of you, she might be of a different race. I personally like to just go with the human race, personally, but she might be of a different ethnicity. Just that might be for one, but that did pop up. Whether that matters or not, that shouldn't matter. I'm not saying it does or doesn't. I'm just saying that, you know, she might not be what you're regularly used to physically. She'll be beautiful. Think of, how can I describe her? Alright, for my brothers, I know y'all seen some Marvel movies, you know. You remember Thor Ragnarok, the Valkyrie? Like that. Real, very, very beautiful, very logical, very stoic herself, but also very, 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 very caring, loving, and very deeply emotionally connected to herself. So yeah, be on the lookout for, I ain't gonna say she looks like her, she does, go for it. I mean, because that's a beautiful woman. But I'm just saying that sort of still stick out like a sore thumb. But it's gonna be like you'll be going to 7-Eleven in like Chinatown, and then she'll walk up out of nowhere. Okay, like that. Yeah, you're gonna have quite a few ladies coming into your life. I sensed that second one, the first one is romantic, but by looking at her and just picking up on her energy or their energy, because this lady could actually connect with multiple women coming into the life. She's more of a outdoorsy sort of woman that enjoys hiking, camping, etc., etc., etc. And the other lady, she's like a city girl. She likes camping, but she likes camping inside a hot tub in the woods. But that's still very romantic. It is very romantic. Both are very romantic. But I'm picking up that this other lady or ladies wouldn't be against experiencing new things. Both of them take very good care of themselves. Both currents, both energies. The outdoorsy women and the city girls. Yeah, like, that's the best way I can describe that. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, so forth and so on. They both take very good care. Both sides take care of themselves to the max. So it's going to be able to match your physical appearance, because I'm sensing that a few brothers that this does resonate with, you all are attractive on the scale of attraction for the women. Girls like you. You know what I'm saying? Just being real. If you would ask me that like in 1999, I'd be like, but I learned a lot over lifetimes, you know what I'm saying? So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump into the Gypsy Witch's fortune telling cards real quick. And we're going to get it out, alright? Alright. If you are enjoying the reading, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. I would love to have you. Alright. You got it, Spirit. Oh, going back to that moment with the she'll make your toes curl in the opposite way. I got that from a very well-known spirit that is pretty much worked with by so many on Earth, and she's a very straightforward person with her channel messages. She is, and she's like the go-to woman. So I just wanted to point that out there. I didn't get it from some spirit that was from Mars or Venus that's never been heard of before, that has a a 0 track record. So your toes will curl the opposite way, bruh. And from that, you're actually gonna have you got a lot of good health and fulfillment of the highest hopes on the way. You got a decent 2020 coming, brothers. You do. Yeah. Ladies gonna have their eyes on you, or already have their eyes on you, because this is a timeless, and I know that many Aquarius individuals or the sun, moon, and rising may be in different phases of this reading. If you've been speculating about a certain somebody is successful, for those who resonate with that, there's been some speculations going on with somebody in your circle. Not super bad, but her pregnancy for one. Wow. The universe. And I heard hard times to the other. So if you feel that maybe your friend is going through hard times, then reach out to them, okay? Just call your friends, ask them. Ask how they doing. As for the pregnant one, I think they're kind of waiting for a certain time to tell everybody. So, when that happens, show up with their favorite craving. And congratulations, if you're a cross watcher. Well, congratulations in general. Alright. Yeah. I heard we're going to wrap it up right here. Number 7, bouquet of flowers. Indicate long and happy life. If children in there, extraordinary honors and fame. Future family. There's been a lot going on with the collective lately, y'all. Of all signs. And just coming out the pocket with this go around, this cycle of readings, it's like all of y'all are just like, wow. I mean, y'all got some stuff here in it like everybody else does, but at the most, y'all is just like, it's like for real, it's a very, very deeply intense and powerful time for so many of us, all of us. But I think those who understand what's going on, we know how to direct it. It's like we have the manuals and stuff. So, if you're new to my channel and you've never taken time to look into your chart, I'm no astrologer, but I know understanding your chart is good. And I'm still getting my game up before I start including that into my readings. I'm just being honest. I know I found out what sun, moon, and rising is, so I'm good with that. Yes, I can openly admit that, because I want to be as transparent as I can. But when I get my game up enough to go ahead and include it fully, I look forward to it. But if you've never had your chart read, or if you really want to know what's going on, go ahead and take some time to look into it, because it's like some amazing stuff going on for everybody. I see it all over the board, man. So much is going on, man. Saturn did something, and next thing we know, we all shining. So hold on to that. Let's go north and not south. I know south is where we've been, north is where we're going. All right, this one reader said the finger of God is like the north node. I think that was like an astrologer. Yeah. All right, I know y'all tired of hearing my rambling, but if you've never had your chart read, just go through and read it. For real, it's helped me in so many ways. I literally thought I was crazy when I was 19. Real talk, because I couldn't figure out head from heart. I would get my heart broken so badly, or my first love, so forth, so on, and I couldn't let go. I just couldn't let go of it. Like, I could always let go of it until I had that first serious heartbreak, and I couldn't let go of it for years. And I was like, what's wrong with me, yo? Like, I drove myself insane trying to figure it out. And I come to find out that Leo, Sun, Aquarius, Moon, Scorpio rising, and I started to understand myself. So that's where I'm going with it, you know. All right, fellas. Thanks for listening to my after reading rambles. Hopefully this resonated with somebody in some way, shape, manner, or form. I'll be kicking it with you again soon. But until then, stay fly. Enjoy the cycles. Stay silent within the journey. And you got this in the bag. I look forward to seeing something awesome from you next go around. Until then, stay fly, bro. Peace.